that. Nobody will ask you, are you humble? Nobody asks that. So, and nobody can see humbleness. Nobody can see humility unless when it is exercised. So the number one skill that will help you in business is the capacity for being humble. Humility means being able to accept that you don't know. Understand me? But that you want to know. I don't know, but I want to know. Even if you know everything. Understand me? That you will not accept that you know, because one knowledge is a lifelong thing. We learn till death. So nobody can know it all. And when you accept that you don't know it all, that is a sign of humility. I don't know it all. I don't know enough. There's one Greek philosopher by name Socrates. Socrates was being called the wisest man in the world. So one day they asked him, why are you the wisest man in the world? He said it's because he knows that he doesn't know and wants to know. That was the answer that Socrates gave to them, that he knows that he doesn't know and wants to know. That is humility. That's knowing that you don't know everything. That's accepting that you are wrong. Accepting that your ideas are wrong. Accepting better ideas. Understand me? As an owner of a business, you have workers under you. One, you should be able to accept superior ideas. An instance, you are owner of a business. You have an idea of how to run that business. But if somebody brings a better idea, you must not say, I'm the owner of the business. It is my idea that will be used. Understand me? So when somebody brings a better argument, better idea, you accept, because you know that you don't know everything. So that is a sign of humility. And it is humility that drives success. When people who are working with you know that you are humble, they will be willing to bring out their own ideas. They will be willing to bring out their own suggestions. But when they feel that you always feel that you know everything, understand me? Just like a cup that is filled with water doesn't need any addition. Some people are filled cups. Some human beings are cup filled with water, and the cup filled with water don't need anything. Understand me? So, but when you feel that you are half filled and that you want to be filled up, it means that you will get ideas, suggestions from people which you will also put in your business. That's why we say that the secret to success is continuous learning and improvement. Continuous learning and improvement is the secret to success in whatever you are doing. Understand? Believing that you don't know it all. And so the number one skill that we needed to survive in business is humility. Accepting that you don't know it all. That somebody who has better idea, you can drop your idea and accept that person's own. That's not being proud, not being arrogant. Because arrogant people don't go far. Proud people don't go far. Even they say that Dangote says that he employs people who are better than him, so that he will learn from them. That is humility. Understand me? That's what Dangote says. That he employs people who are more intelligent than him, so that he will learn from them. And that's why today he is the richest man in Africa. And even for the next 30 years, nobody is going to be richer than him. Because number one, he's been driven by that principle of humility. In 2015, when Buhari was, people enter into argument when they don't listen. Understand me? People enter into argument when they don't want to listen. People have had cause to refund money when they don't listen well. I know of a company that sells musical equipment. Somebody ordered for a particular brand of speaker online because the seller is anxious to sell. He did not listen very well and send a wrong musical equipment to what that person wants. And not I need a bag. Okay. You have not even heard which kind of a bag. I need a pair of shoes. Okay. You have not even asked the person what's their size. Understand? So for you to do well in business and in any other thing in the world, you must be a good listener. Even for people to feel free to be talking to you, is because they know that you will listen. When you don't listen, nobody will talk to you. Understand me? So for somebody coming to tell you something, the person already have it at the back of his mind that you are going to hear him out. You are going to hear her out. Understand me? So when people know somebody out, capacity to hear somebody out, when two people are talking, it's just like when a person in his senses is fighting a madman. There are two mad people there. Because somebody who is mentally correct cannot fight a madman, because you know that the person's brain is not in order. So if you are fighting him or her, then both of you are, and nobody is listening. There's no communication. So that's why people will learn how to communicate. And as I said, 85% of whatever you will become on earth comes through communication. Even when you want to go there to borrow money, you must communicate well. Understand? You must communicate well. You must be. You should be able to convince other person. This is why I must be able to communicate well. This is the reason why I need help. When you cannot say what you want, there's no way you can get what you want. If you need a help, you must be able to state in a clear terms, this is why I need this help. This is why you should help me. The person I want to help you must understand the reason why you need this help. And that's the effective communication. So number 3, as I said, is communication. For those who are joining us now, we are talking about skills that are underrated in the business world, but are very, very important. Skills that are not recognized in the business world, but they are very, very important. Number 1, I say humility. Without being humble, you can never succeed on earth. Arrogant people don't. Their success is temporal. Proud people, their success is temporal. I have mentioned Aliko Dangote. Even though the richest, but one of the most simple human beings I have ever interacted with. but one of the most simple human beings that I have ever known. And that's why he is moving higher and higher and will continue to go higher and higher. So number one is humility. Number two is listening. For you to succeed in business, you must have that capacity to listen. It is only when you listen correctly that you will be able to serve your customer. Communication. When results are not being achieved, it means that the communication is not effective. Then number four is what is known in interpersonal relationship. Interpersonal relationship. That's being able to bond with people, being able to make friends. Understand me? That's interpersonal relationship. Being able to make friends. And for you that to make friends, you must know that you are dealing with a human being, not an angel, not Jesus Christ. So the tolerance means that the person has the capacity to make mistake. The person has the capacity to do wrong. And when you know that you are dealing with a human being, not an angel, that spirit of tolerance comes. After all, he's a human being. He is capable of making mistake. He's capable of going wrong. Then this is where the humility comes in. Instead of putting back money in the business and growing it, you will be using it to be solving problems. So it affects the speed of the business. It affects the success of the business. But since there's no other hope or other source of income, the person should be trying, but you shouldn't feel that is the right thing, because it is not. In other countries of the world, before business begins to make profit, it takes 5 years. For the first 5 years, people are building that business that to make it strong. But Africa is not the same thing, because most of us come from poor parents. Our parents are not millionaires and billionaires. So the little that we have, we'll use it as a business and as a means of livelihood. Because if you are not saving, you cannot.
But the growth is perplexing. He is confused and always thinking of quitting. Could it be side factor, or there is something he's not doing right?
Well, when a business is not going on well, two things are involved. One, it is either that the person is doing what he's not supposed to do, or he is not doing what he's supposed to. In every business, I say every business in the world, even those selling charcoal, they are making good money. So the most important thing is understanding the secret of that business. Understanding the secret of that business, and again, having patience, that there's nothing like overnight success. Having patience that before any business succeeds, it must struggle. People say there must be battle. Christians said there must be battle before victory. Understand? Jesus was crucified first of all before he resurrected. Understand? Every seed came through hard way. It came through a lot of hard work. So bringing that money to go and say, I want to buy this or that is not easy. So somebody who made that decision must be respected, must be appreciated. Understand me? Somebody who brings out money to say, I want to buy this, you must give that person respect. So that's why they say that customers is always right. But for me, I have a caveat. Understand? Customers are king. They should be respected, but they must not misbehave. Understand me? Customers should also know that that it is what in biology. Yeah, strategic thinking simply means because the world is governed by strategies. Anything you are doing that is not governed by strategy is a waste of time. Even winning an election is strategy. Understand? And strategy simply means the steps to achieving what you want. Understand? So strategic thinking is just being able to think outside the box. Being able to think outside the box, knowing that the steps to get to what you want.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. So sorry about that. Can you move away from your radio set, please?
For me, work with budget. Have a budget. This is your monthly allowance. This is your monthly allowance. Budget is very, very important. And if you are giving monthly, it means that you are working on a budget. So for me, I prefer having a budget. This is your monthly allowance. Try and make do with it.
Okay. Good morning. Your name, please, and where you're calling from. All right, go ahead.
To them. So on the issue of TAR, personally, I don't believe in it. I don't believe that business has anything to do with TAR. If you study a business very, very well and you are determined to succeed, you will succeed. Just study a business very, very well. Before you enter into any business, ask yourself, what and what do I need to know to do well in this business? Go and know those things. What and what do I need to have to do well in this business? Then put hard work and determination. You